Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. It's Edwards on the wing, takes the 3. Diabate grabs the board. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Fires the 3, drains the triple.
I'll tell you, from the moment he entered this league, LaMelo Ball has been a high-volume three-point shooter.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Ball with the rebound. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Miller. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Miller's gotten his second bucket.
Well, you just see the mid-range confidence from Brandon Miller. That's a huge part of his development.
Randall, a screen on Ball. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Hornets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
In transition, here they come. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. From 11 feet away, and Randall the bucket on the assist by McDaniels.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. 5th, the Timberwolves.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Edwards gets the bucket.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
The 3 from Ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Just 5 to shoot. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Here's DiVincenzo. Knipple with the rebound.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Miller. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential. Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Edwards, the pass to Randall. And another 3 from Minnesota.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Knipple. Miller outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Miller's got 12 points.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Inside. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Pass to Miller. Releases. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. McDaniels passes to Randall. Back to Daniels. Now DiVincenzo. Good D by Ball.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Here's Knippel. No points yet. Miller, he's open. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Making a change here. James is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 9. Now here's DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Over James. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
You simply must account for Rudy Gobert and keep him off the offensive glass. He's done it his whole career.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Bridges outside. James, a screen on Randall. Bridges passes to James. 4-3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Edwards. Nifty move. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Randall against Bridges. Here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium. There is so much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
Timberwolves trail by 5. And there's the drive. Count the basket. Edwards got 11 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Ball against DiVincenzo. Charlotte needs to get off the shot. Diabate. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Minnesota with it. It's a 5-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Charlotte.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these 2 teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
there's always going to be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team, Grant.
Well, it depends on the player, B.A. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point.
And Doris, the Wolves, the 6th seed last season, but by some changes for Charlotte. Miles Bridges comes in for Diabate, and Miller subbed in for Ball. And then for Minnesota, Randall, he's checked in for Ingles, and it's Edwards in for Clark. Outside Edwards. Stolen by Miller. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. So for Minnesota right now, in it forward, it'll be Edwards and Randall. Dosunmu is out there with Bones Highland. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. Edwards, no good. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Miller outside. James, a screen on Edwards. And slam dunked by James.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Dosunmu outside. 6 to shoot. Randall on the screen. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Highland misses. Charlotte leading by 4. To the inside. James left side. To the paint. Here's Knipple. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Knipple doesn't lack the attacking mindset. He'll get to the 10 if the space is there.
Highland, the pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Highland looking for an opening. Back to Reed. Dosunmu for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Pass to Reed. Outside, Highland. Bridges against Randall. To win the run. And he lays it up and in. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randall in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Make some noise. It's your honeybees.
He's checked in for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball comes in for James. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Here's Knipple. McDaniels covering. Miller outside. Shoots from the baseline. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Edwards. Randall, a screen on Miller. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Miller. 5 on the clock. Edwards, the pass to Randall. And it's off from three-point range. Hornets leading by 7. Here's Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back over to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. Timberwolves trail by 9. Randall, left side. Picked by Gobert. Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to DiVincenzo. For 3, Randall. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Salone, he's got 4 rebounds now. Ball passes to Williams. Miller outside. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Up top ball. And there it is for him. And now it's an 11-point Hornet lead.
There is such length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
Randall on the screen. DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Randall. No luck on that one.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
The 3 from Ball. Randall pulls down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To snap the cold streak. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, B.A., that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. 4th, the Hornets.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed to screen on Ball. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Miller. And a terrific move by Anthony Edwards to score. Edwards has got 15.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Here's Diabate. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
To the middle. Outside McDaniels. Sinks it from distance.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
To the paint. Now Miller. 16 points for him. For 3, Bridges. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
58 seconds left in the second period. Left side, Edwards. And he'll He'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, VA, is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 7. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Picked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. A good-looking shot from the wing. Edwards got 6 here in the quarter.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Pass to Bridges, takes a 3, and no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Hornets up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Charlotte Hornets. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Timberwolves.
They're really going to war for those second chance points, running guys to the offensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't hurt their transition defense.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. And Edwards slams it in.
I'll tell you, this team has not had an answer for Anthony Edwards. They shouldn't feel alone, though. He's put a lot of work on a lot of teams.
Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Diabate. Now here's Ball. And here's Miller. Lets it go from deep. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Randall outside. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. That shot is off. The Hornets shooting about 60% for the game. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
DiVincenzo against Ball. DiVincenzo pass to Gobert. Now here's Edwards. Shot from 16. Knipple with the rebound. Bridges against Randall. Bridges down low, over to the left wing. Miller outside. Over McDaniels. Miller can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 8. DiVincenzo with it. No points so far. Here's Edwards. Minnesota again missing.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Ball surveys the floor. Bridges a screen on Edwards. Here's Miller. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's an 11-point Charlotte lead.
I just love the ball movement.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Edwards against Miller. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots over ball. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, Dante, a 3-level scorer. That time the defense concedes the mid-range, so he takes it.
Pass to Diabate. Now Miller. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Outside Edwards. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Randall outside. Outside McDaniels. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And he lobs it up to the rim. The kick out to Ball. Bridges left side. Pass to Diabate. There's the 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Outside McDaniels. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Well, he's got a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Randall, a screen on Ball. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Miller. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Here's Knipple. The 3 is up. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards on the go. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Bridges outside. Down low. Here's Diabate. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Unselfish play by Miles Bridges right there. The team wants more of that.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Charlotte?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
I think it's also important we mentioned the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers, and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing. And here's Charlotte. They've got a 13-2 run going. Knipple, no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. McDaniels, a screen on Ball. Now Randall. Randall draws the double. Just 4 to shoot. The 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Knipple's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
There's Ball with a 3. Offensive board. Miller outside. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Miller against Edwards. Out to the right wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards against Miller. Edwards can't hit.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And last season, the Hornets with the second most games missed to injury.
Always tough to overcome significant injuries, especially if it's a rebuilding team. And the other part of that, BA, is it's complicating their ability to evaluate the talent that they do have. All of that requires help. You hope that's on the horizon.
Randall, a screen on Miller. And Edwards, here we go. Ant-Man powering through on the drive.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Back to Ball. This one for three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Edwards finds Randall. And here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Picked by Gobert from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Diabate's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball outside. They set the pick inside. And that one is hammered home.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick and roll basketball.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo against Ball. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. James is checked in for Charlotte. DeSumo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Highland comes in for DiVincenzo. Minnesota with the ball. Randall, a screen on James. Clock at 6. Back to Randall. Shoots over Bridges. Randall, good. Randall's got 12.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randall. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Pass to James. And here's Knippel from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail by 17. Randall outside. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Up top Ball. Pass to Knippel. 4 on the clock. Over Edwards. Misses the jumper.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you guys.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Ball against Highland. Ball no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. 1:19 left to play in the third quarter here. Randall inside. Over Knippel. Nails the baby hook. 14 points for him.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Ball. Rebounded by Highland.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid comes in for Gobert, and it's Ingles in for Randall. Hornets leading by 10. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Miller. Williams a screen on Highland to the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Wow, what a finish at the rim by Grant Williams. I didn't know he had that in his game, fellas.
Reed a screen on Bridges. It's Edwards on the wing. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
So it's Minnesota now. It's a 10-point game. Going inside, muscling it up and in, Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Miller outside. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Shot clock at 5. Knipple, no good.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Edwards, a pass to Highland. James against Edwards. DeSumo outside. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon, he's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to James. Williams, a screen on Reed. James, outside. Pass to Miller for 3. It falls. Nice feed that time from James. Miller's got 32 points in the game. Highland against James. DeSumo, left side. For 3, Randall. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to James. Williams with the screen. To the left side wing. Here's Knipple, guarded by Edwards. From 11 feet away, Knipple, no good.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
To the middle. Outside for Randall. Launches it. Counted from distance. Randall's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, you see Julius Randle striking from wherever the defense concedes it. That's nicely done.
Pass to Knipple. Over Edwards. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
First one falls for him. And Grant, the Hornets, as of last season, with a new front office, trying to evaluate their young talent.
Yeah, tough to do when you have so many injuries. 36 different lineups last season. They need help to assess and to develop.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
And Ball gets it to go.
Boy, you give him that good a look, he is going to typically make you pay.
And here's Edwards. Randall, a screen on Bridges. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Miller outside. down low. Here's Diabate. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Highland, the pass to Randall. Three-pointer. Ball with the rebound. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. 17 points was their biggest margin. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Bridges against Edwards. Pass to Highland. Back to Edwards. Nice move. Ant-Man getting it done inside.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Ball passes to Miller. Pass to Diabate. The three from Ball. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Edwards. Randall, a screen on Bridges. Randall outside. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Miller's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Williams. Now Bridges from the line. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. And now a 12-point Hornet lead.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Highland finds Randall. Back to Highland. Can't hit that one. Good D by Ball.
Oh, he had all the room he needed. Just failed to convert it.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Highland, the pass to Edwards. Back to Highland. Will it go? Knocks down the long J.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Checked in for Williams. And then for Minnesota, McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Randall outside. DiVincenzo with a screen on Bridges. The drive by Randall. Edwards against Miller. And gets it to go, despite getting hit on the shot.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Money from 3!
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Miller against Edwards. Here's DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Great awareness to beat the clock.
Yeah, poised under pressure of the shot clock. Dante DiVincenzo like the interior clock working there.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. 17 points was their biggest margin. Edwards against Miller. Rebounded by Miller. Hornets leading by 11. Ball outside. A minute 20 left to play in the fourth. for two.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Hornets.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And they pick up their... Oh, wow!
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And he slams it down.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Randall against Bridges. Rebounded by Miller.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps